This is a book for Christians who serve. It came out of my experience of a change in my heart that happened over a few years. I remember as a young Christian serving at a harvest supper, and when I went to go, the pastor took me on one side and thanked me for my service. I'd not even noticed that I was serving Christ. I went home rejoicing that Christian service could be so free and so fun. Then a few years later, I remember also walking away from church, this time on a Sunday after the service. I was the assistant minister and I was relieved that it was over. I was relieved that I'd finished serving for the day and the rest of the day was mine. Serving Christ had gone from being a joy to being a burden. This book is for Christians who serve on rotas at church, who play music. Maybe you lead a home group, maybe you're faithful at the prayer meeting, maybe you pitch up to set up or do the sound, maybe you lead or preach in the church service, maybe you serve as a deacon or an elder or a pastor even. Maybe service has become more difficult, has started to become just not quite as free and as fun as it used to be. Maybe you see that in others and you want something that will help them recapture the joy of serving Christ. It starts off by looking at how service goes wrong, at what happens to turn service from being a pleasure and a joy into being a chore. Then the heart of the book is Mark chapter 10, verse 45, where Jesus says, "For even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." And in saying that, Jesus shifts our identity from being those who serve Jesus primarily to those served by Jesus. The rest of the book unpacks this new identity that we serve not as those who need to earn God's favour, but we serve as those loved by God. We serve as the bride of Christ, as sons and daughters of a heavenly Father. We serve as a gift, a good gift from the Holy Spirit. My hope is that this book will help us to recapture the joy of serving Jesus once again.